Hi there. In this unit, we will learn different keys available in a database management system and their importance. Now assume we have a table student info with columns ID, name, roll number, city and marks. Here, in our example table, we can fetch row with marks using combination of columns like ID, name, and roll number, or roll number and city. Next, let's list out some values for columns. Here, there is a chance of repeated entries for columns name, city, and marks. Next, to find super keys, first, list out all combination of columns available in our table. Further, remove columns which can have repeating row values. Therefore, we have combination of ID or roll number with other rows. Thus, we have definition for super key. They are column or combination of columns which can identify a unique row in a table. Now, in our student info, there is a chance of repeated entries for columns, name, city and marks. Thus, a minimum set of columns through which we can identify unique rows is known as candidate key. Next, we have columns from candidate keys as perfect candidates to become primary key. Remember, primary key is a column which should not have null or empty value. Also, primary key should have unique value in a database table. Now, if you have chosen primary key from candidate keys, then the other column is known as alternate key. Here, alternate key is just an alternate option for primary key. Now, let's work out an example. First, let's create a new table. Here, table user info should have columns ID and name. Also, we will set column ID as primary key. Here, we have query, create table, user info, columns ID with data type integer, and name as varchar. Next, specify primary key as ID. Thus, we have user info with ID as primary key field. Now, check columns using describe command. Next, insert values into table user info. Let's insert values, one for ID and name as Bob. Next, if we insert same value, that is one for field ID, we have primary key error. Further, let's create another table with primary key as auto increment value, field ID. Here, we have query, create table user data with columns ID as auto increment and varchar name. Also, specify primary key as field ID. Next, let's insert values into table user data. Here, we have insert query, insert into user data, values Sam. Also, insert another value into user data with name Bob. Here, we have not inserted values for ID. Now, select values from table user data. Here, even if no data was inserted, we have values in a serial order available in field ID. Thus, we have completed example to learn primary key. Thank you for taking this unit.